Morning, guys. Oh, the beautiful weather, the countryside, the birds singing, green grass, all good. So yeah, we're here today, especially to test a new feature of the Phoenix S here. I've been building this yesterday, and I decided to add some flaps here to the Phoenix because originally this model doesn't have flaps, and the main complaint I had about this model, it was really the landing speed and what it gets to land. It takes a lot of space to land because it doesn't decrease speed that well, and I needed to use both ailerons up to go into a brake, air brake, and it didn't work that well. Kind of hard to land. So I decided to implement two flaps. Still had room to apply them. They're not too big, but let's see how it works. I have two positions by now, and I hope to adjust now for the compensation also here on the elevator, and see if it needs some up or down compensation. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but let's see. Everything is tested and looking good. Let me just enter the menu here and start with the zero compensation on the elevator, because I have it set here for 7%. Not sure if you can see here, but I'm going to put it on 0 to start with, and then see what it needs to get a good adjustment. Okay, we are good to go. Everything is tested. I'm using the 1000 milliamp 3S pack by now, and let's see how it goes. Wind is basically non-existent, so I'm gonna just a very slight breeze now coming. Yeah, maybe a little tiny bit from that side. So I'm gonna hit here the middle of the runway and launch it that way. Really nice weather, guys. About 9:15 p.m. now, 20 degrees Celsius. Marvelous, just marvelous. Okay, let's go. And there goes the Phoenix. See if it needs some trimming, because I've been doing that. Maybe a couple clicks of right aileron, and I think that's it. Also, of course, had to correct the CG because of the extra servos and linkages. But yeah, it's looking good. Looking pretty good. Okay, first position flaps. It wants to go up a little bit, so I need a little correction. But now, even on the first position, see how slow it gets now. Much better, for sure. Okay, out of the flaps, you can see it gains speed immediately. So we are looking good. I only need to add maybe between 5 and 7%. Maybe I had 7%. Maybe that was good, but I can see that I definitely need to get it some down elevator to go with the flaps. Still trimming a little bit. Sure is a great little model. This fully capable. I'm super impressed with the slope characteristics because I've been hitting the slope on the past weekend with super heavy winds, about 20 knots. With I've been checking the weather reports, and I had some bursts of nearly 23 to 24 knots. That's a lot for such a small and lightweight model, but it handled pretty good on those conditions. The hard part was the landing, and that's where I was sure I needed flaps, because yeah, without flaps you really need to get some room to land it. It's a gentle, nice thing. I really can't recommend it enough. Let's graze here the grass. Let's not forget I'm not using the original motor. The original motor was for 2S. I've upgraded right when I bought it for a 3S motor. Very cheap, Turnigy 2817 if I'm not mistaken. So I can use a little more punch and my existing 3S packs. And that really brought a new life to the model, because everyone complains about a little lack of power, of course. It's not never enough. Better to have some extra power than no power at all, of course. Okay, but let's check for those flaps. Let me just turn it, put it into headwind. Okay, out of the motor, first position flaps and second position flaps now. Yes, definitely needs quite a bit of down elevator. That's full flaps, and it wants to balloon like crazy. So, first position flaps, I see it's